you know that having a curious, illogical attitude is what built this country, is what drives entrepreneurship, is what drives inventions and innovation? Being curious, not taking it for what it is, saying, well, can it be better? Can I do this? Oh, well, they lay me off. Great. This gives me a chance to be curious. I can explore. I've been trying to do some things anyway. I've been wanting to start a beauty salon. Why not try it? What's the worst thing that can happen? Stay curious. And then number 3, remember that no is never an option. I ask people to remember the hunger factor. Remember the hunger factor. If we're in a car, if you're in a car, we're driving, and I'm the only one hungry, I don't care that you're not hungry. We're stopping. Oh, we're on the turnpike and we got to make time. That does not. You can't tell my stomach. Hunger is one of the hardest drives you can have. It's right up there with your sex drive. Hunger is a powerful motivator. And I think as we've gotten older and paychecks come every 2 weeks now, and they've given us a nice little title, and we got the corner cubicle, and the extra file cabinet on the top, stop being hungry. You fly because you can flip your file cabinet up. So we're not hungry anymore. But what would happen if you started, even on your job, if you started treating your job like the launching pad for your real career? And you got so hungry that you devoured knowledge, you devoured information, you met people that could feed the direction that you were trying to go. What would happen? We'd be great. 3 questions that's going to determine your greatness. Number 1, what are you willing to give up? Number 2, what are you willing to endure? Number 3, what are you willing to search out? A few weeks ago, Will Smith was on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Did anybody see that interview? I had to watch it like 4 times on YouTube. It's incredible. Will Smith is so rich, he shouldn't even be counting money at this stage. Says that what he does is immerse himself in a role. If you watch it, look it up on YouTube, his focus was almost scary, how committed he was to success. He was like, the thing that makes me who I am, he said, I knew when I started I wasn't the best looking guy in Hollywood. I think my wife would make it different, but I don't know. He said, I knew I wasn't the most talented, I wasn't the most athletic. He said, but I had a ridiculous work ethic. Nobody's going to outwork me. You don't have to be the smartest, the fastest, the prettiest. If you work like you're insane, and that's what the disconnect is. If you work when your competition is sleeping, and you're doing research, and you're doing market studies, and you're doing this and you're doing that, if you do that, there is absolutely, positively no way you can fail. I put money on it. Yes, ma'am.
I think the irony of that is that we do that sort of work when it comes to our jobs. Like, we will put in a 60-hour week for somebody else and get nothing out of that or accept our paycheck. But when it comes to ourselves, we won't invest that same amount of time.
Wow.
And that's true. That's what holds us back.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yes.
I sure do. Yeah. And one thing my mentor told me years ago is that if you were smart enough to make their vision happen,
yes,
you're smart enough to make yours happen. The only problem is you don't believe in you like they believe in you. And that's amazing because they believe in you so much that they will pacify you for years. And then somehow you'll train your replacement. And they'll give you a party and order you an edible arrangement and send you off and put somebody right in your chair and say they're going to make me millions. What would happen if you turned that energy inward and started saying, you know what? I have 3 business ideas. I know I can only launch 1 this year. And you start doing the things necessary. And in our community, one of the things that can get a little frustrating is that we want to do it, but we want to do it on a bootleg status. So we don't want to go and get an LLC established. We would rather sell out the trunk of our cars and do hair in our kitchens. But what would happen if you actually invested the money for just 1 Coach bag, just put that away, invested the money in that Coach bag into a business planner to help you develop a vibrant business plan that works around the community that you live in. And you can find people to help you launch that. Because most people will invest in the vision if they have paperwork to prove it. Market analysis.